Hey, what is going on, JLove family? Welcome to another video up on JLove Productions. So right now, I am actually here with my brother right now. This is gonna be a scary video, surprisingly, and a reaction video. Something I haven't done in over a month, possibly. And I'm really looking forward to it. So we're gonna be doing, if you can't see it yet, 7 scary haunted paintings. And yeah, shout out to Chills for this video. Alright, now guys, the reason that we're actually going to be watching this is for one specific reason, but you're actually going to watch until the end of the video just to find out why. It is something that's incredibly insane, and it's just amazing. It's mind-blowing at the same time. So make sure to stay tuned just to find out, and let's get right to watching this.
Number 7. The portrait of Bernardo de Galvez hangs in the Galvez Hotel in Galveston, Texas. Both the hotel and the entire city are named after this important Spanish general who helped America gain its independence by fighting alongside American troops against the British. He even took out a British naval base in the Bahamas. As you can imagine, this famous commander was given a lot of respect all throughout his life, and now he continues to demand it even in death. It seems as if the great general is constantly sizing people up to see if they would make a good soldier to serve in his ranks. His watchful gaze follows hotel guests as they pass by the hall. On the other hand, anyone who looks at the portrait of Bernardo de Galvez the wrong way can expect to be quickly put in their place. The general
literally, we just looked at it. We just looked at it.
Disciplinary glare that has
if you experience any curses,
visitors before. This goes double if you want to take
I'm gonna smile. I'm just gonna smile. I don't know.
First, politely and humbly ask if it is okay to photograph him before doing so. If you don't properly,
oh wait, hold on. Is it okay to photograph? I'm using a screen recorder.
What I said?
I'm using a screen recorder.
I just said, "Oh, what's up?"
By a Houston news reporter and then by a paranormal investigator.
I'm going to hell.
The news reporter's camera simply locked up and refused to take the shot. When the paranormal investigator tried.
Wait, so it looks like 2 different paintings now because his hair color changed. He went from a brown wig to a gray wig.
I'm actually kind of scared.
Number 6. Man proposes, God disposes.
Oh.
The Royal Holloway is one
of
the most advanced learning institutions in all of the United Kingdom. Training
not the actual painting in person, but that's
experts,
just like
artists, and scientists on how
really
to create leaders of tomorrow.
This one I've never heard of, actually.
Students are some of the brightest folks in the entire country, and they won't hesitate to tell you all about a cursed painting that's capable of turning their minds into mush. The painting was created by Edwin Henry Landseer, a talented artist whose animal paintings were so realistic that they attracted attention from Queen Victoria herself. In 1864, he painted his darkest piece yet. In it, 2 ferocious Arctic polar bears feast on the remains of a frozen shipwreck. One of them looks straight at the viewer while the other is busy gnashing on human bones with glee. The tattered sail of the boat rises up to form Death's shroud.
That's what I'm staring at.
Like, are you seriously taking a picture of me right now?
Man proposes, God disposes, and Edwin Henry Landseer based this painting on Franklin's expedition. This was a real-life tragedy where over 100 men became trapped in the ice and died before their 2 boats could find a trade route in the Arctic. The painting has been causing academic problems for students going as far back as the 1920s. It is known to curse the entire class with bad luck.
Yeah, see? They covered the painting.
Damn.
Any student unlucky
well, you see like the reflection on that one too.
Yeah, I know, but that's the one with the
oh, the one with like the
flag. The one with the flag on top is just covered.
More than their grade point average.
They want to ruin their
In 1970, one student just couldn't take it anymore and demanded to sit further away from the haunted painting. The professor refused to change their seating arrangements. Only when the painting was covered with a flag would the students sit down and take their test. Ever since then, covering the painting with a flag has become a tradition every year around exam time. This story is the one that the college has no problem admitting, but there's a darker example that Royal Holloway... Still using Google? I have something to say.
That's kind of advertisements for me too.
Is a search admitting, but there's a darker example that Royal Holloway administrators will never own up to. At one point, a student is said to have been taking their exam while sitting directly in front of the painting. They glanced up from their paper and found themselves entranced by the polar bear's savage eye. The student scribbled, "The polar bears made me do it," on the school exam and went back to their dorm room to commit suicide. Of course, Royal Holloway denies that this legend is real, but the students swear it's true. and they have no problem sharing what really happened with anyone who is willing to listen. Number 5,
Damn.
The Dead Mother. Edvard Munch was a famous 1800s
this guy is the one that made the screen
whose life was constantly plagued
Yeah.
by tragedy. His brother, sister, and mother all passed away from tuberculosis when he was a young boy, and his religious father explained to him that their deaths came as divine punishment for their sins. This left a bleak and unhappy impression on Edvard's childhood that he carried with him throughout his adult years. The Norwegian artist is best known for painting The Scream, which shows a skeletal figure streaking over a bridge. If you've ever seen the Scream movies before, then know that this painting is where the killer gets his mask from. But that's not Edvard Munch's only contribution to modern horror. There's another painting called The Dead Mother.
Yeah, you can see
It shows a small traumatized girl standing near her mother's body
I can see what
as
that
she
one's on.
slowly succumbs to tuberculosis. Much like the figure in The Scream, the little girl faces the viewer and she
Literally, I
grabs
saw
the
my
sides
phone
of her
just
head.
like go. Same
It's
time.
almost as if she's
Well, mine
begging
just
her
went
audience
off
for
too.
help.
I was scared.
Yet the
Crap
faraway
out of
look in her eyes shows that she's already broken free from reality. Previous owners of the painting say that the girl's piercing blue eyes will follow them as they move.
Yeah,
If
it's
it's
It
bright
feels like
enough,
it.
They also claim
like
to
the
be
Mona
able
Lisa,
to
she
hear
stares
the
at you
rustle
wherever
of
you
the
stand.
mother's sheets. Number 4, Love Letters.
Too late now.
There's an old hotel in Texas with a lot of strange happenings. It's said to be haunted by multiple ghosts. First, there's the ghost of the original owner.
That's pretty
who
famous
fills the
picture,
halls
isn't
with
it?
the smell of his cigar smoke. Lastly, there's Samantha
You're gonna have to
Houston,
put a disclaimer
a
on this.
4-year-old girl
Yeah.
who lives inside of a self-portrait called Love Letters. It all started in 1887 when a Texas senator stayed at the Driskill Hotel while on official state business. He brought with him his adorable daughter Samantha, and he let her play by herself while he was away. She managed to fall down a large flight of stairs to her death while chasing after a ball one day. 7 days later, visitors would see her
scary.
bouncing the same ball in the lobby. She could also be heard giggling near the ladies' room as well as by the stairs where she died. The paranormal sightings of Samantha Houston don't end there. Shortly after the tragic accident, her wealthy father hired a painter to commemorate
this
her
picture is
death
actually
with a
pretty.
grand portrait.
Yeah.
It seems as if her spirit
it's a
transferred
little
itself
eerie.
inside of the canvas shortly after it was hung on the wall. In the picture, she holds flowers and looks innocent. But if you stare for long enough, hotel staff and guests say that the expressions change. Oftentimes her mouth widens into a full smile.
Why
but
do I
she
feel like I
doesn't
see
always
that
seem
a
to be
little?
in such a good mood. Some visitors say that the picture makes them feel
Wait, so
violated
is it two
and
different
nauseous.
paintings? Because that one
Sometimes
looks
they even
different.
feel
It-
like
it
they're
really
blown
does.
into
Just the last
the
one.
air, not unlike the sensation of falling. Likewise, when Samantha feels like playing a joke, she will shake the door handles of the yellow
I feel
rose
like
sleeve
if I were a
that's
ghost,
located
I would
next
do
to
the
her
same
painting to let
Yeah.
people know
Just
she
play
is
pranks on
there.
everybody.
Number 3, Pogo the Clown.
Oh, John Wayne
was
Gacy.
a depraved serial killer
We were talking
who
about
murdered
this.
over
Yeah,
30
we were.
young men throughout the
No lie, we were
1970s.
just talking about
He would
it.
usually invite them over to his house.
I
and tell
forgot
them
John
that
Wayne
he
Gacy
wanted
was
to
a
show
painter.
them a magic trick
Yeah.
using a pair of handcuffs. Since he was a clown with a
Forget. Okay, I also have to mention, we did like a little project like in like my freshman or sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
On any topic we wanted to. It was like a special project. Me being as crazy as I was, loving horror and all this crazy stuff, I did mine on serial killers, specifically John Wayne Gacy. So- and I totally forgot he was a painter, and like, and Illinois too. I totally forgot. That's why it was supposed to be in something in Illinois too. And Jesus, okay, let's get right into this. But this is actually, this is a crazy coincidence.
Since he was a
It's a
clown
little
with a
creepy.
good standing reputation within the community, most people let him.
You guys are gonna figure out what we're talking about at the end of the video.
Next thing they knew, they were being handcuffed to a bed or a chair to be tortured for hours. Gacy would suffocate them slowly after raping them. Sometimes he would kill 2 men a night. When he was convicted and thrown in prison, Gacy began painting. There was a lot of people out there who collect memorabilia from murderers, and therefore a lot of money to be made. In 2001,
He made
a
that all
man named
himself,
Nicky
right?
Stone bought a portrait of Gacy for $3,000. It was signed by his alter
Yeah, I don't think
ego,
he was the
Pogo
only
the
serial
Clown.
killer that was a painter.
Shortly after
Or
Nicky
an
Stone
artist.
bought the painting,
There-
he noticed a string
It
of
might be.
bad
I
luck
forgot
followed
who else
him.
was.
First, his dog suddenly
painter,
died, and
but
then his mother discovered that
There's
she
some other
had
creepy
cancer.
guys.
Nicky
Paint.
Stone
Well,
was a superstitious person and gladly let
Yeah, I
a
think
friend
Hitler
keep
was
the
an
painting
artist.
at
Hitler
their
was a
house for
painter.
while. While they were hanging on
Hitler,
to it,
Gacy.
their close neighbor died in a car crash. When a second friend took a hold of the painting, they attempted suicide. Number 2, the Anguish Man. Sean Robinson inherited the Anguish Man from his grandmother after she
really
died.
Famous one.
Though why anyone would want it is anyone's guess. In the picture, a mutant-looking figure with a hole for a mouth and boiled skin soundlessly screams against a bright blue background. It's quite haunting to look at,
yeah, that one looks
and also
like
apparently quite haunted as well. According to Sean, his grandmother kept the painting locked away in her attic for 25 years. The artist who created it mixed his own blood with the paint. After he finished it, he killed himself. Exactly how his grandmother knew this was beyond Sean's knowledge, but he did know what she claimed to have seen. His grandmother would hear crying and other strange sounds coming from the attic. It sounded like voices from another world. She was also sure that she once saw the spirit of the artist herself. When Sean received the painting, the first thing he tried to do was track down its original owner. He had no such luck. Still, he began to experience the same strange activities that his grandmother spoke of.
Yeah,
he heard the same strange crying gurgles and saw a shadowy figure throughout his house. Scraping noises are coming from within the painting itself. He leaves the camera on for another night. When he checks in the morning, he finds that at 4 in the morning, the door to the right of the painting slams shut while everyone is sleeping.
Your own blood?
Sean leaves the camera on for 5 more days, and each night something stranger than the previous night happens. Banging noises, moaning, and other disturbances are all recorded. At one point, Sean's wife says she felt something touch her hair in the bathroom.
Nope.
That night, he saw a roaming mist at the top of his stairs. Then, on the last night, Sean finally records a white figure sprinting across the room. Terrified, he uploads the whole thing on YouTube for the world to see. Now that he is expecting a child, he decided to put the painting into a storage unit for safekeeping. Maybe his son will inherit it when he grows old enough to accept the cursed family.
I would hate to inherit something like that, dude.
Number 1.
Bye, Daddy.
Ivan the Terrible. The Cursed Family Heirloom. Number 1. Ivan the Terrible kills his son. Ivan the Terrible was a Russian Tsar who beat his son to death after he tried to protect his own wife.
I've seen this painting
A famous artist named Ilya Repin recaptured the moment in his painting called Ivan the Terrible Kills His Son. It evoked such a strong reaction that it was as if the painting had been possessed by Ivan's son himself. In 1913, a fellow painter named Abram Beshalov took one look at the painting and went insane. He took out a pocket knife and slashed the painting 3 times while shouting, "Stop the bloodshed." What he could have been seeing is anyone's guess. He was slicing directly into Ivan's staring face while he screamed. Abram was taken away to a mental institution and never let out. Many say that he was crazy to begin with, but many others say that the man was of sound mind on the day. Ilya Repin calmly repainted the slashed face into its former horrifying expression. It has been restored since and continues to haunt spectators to this day.
Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Scared me. You can probably go back and you can see me creeped out. It's the apocalypse.
Oh my God. Yo, you still got all those like canned foods, just like.
Probably. Just evaporated milk.
So this is nothing, I'm guessing, right?
No.
I kind of like this.
I'm sure it's something.
It looks pretty cool though.
I shot that.
You did?
With an iPhone.
An iPhone?
4.
Pretty good.
You can tell with scratch quality.
Especially the brightness, dude.
There used to be a Toys R Us.
Alright, so basically the reason that we actually wanted to show this video, and we actually brought up some minor things and everything, that not so much hints, well, I mean kind of hints, but it was just, there's something that we might want to say. And if you guys do not know, my brother is an artist here. And
we got a cursed painting!
Why do you say it like that? We got a cursed painting! Oh my god, so much saliva just came out of my mouth right there.
We got a cursed painting, man. I've been working on this painting for such a long time, and I've recently got back to working on it, and unfortunately it's gotten like really cursed. Well, not cursed, but I've been experiencing some crazy stuff. And I'm not even joking right now. I'm being serious. Like, I'm a little joking. But still, I've been experiencing some crazy stuff, like personal stuff, like from like friends and relationships, to one of my favorite singers passed away, to even near death experiences. It's just a little
seriously, something's
creepy.
happened every single time you painted this.
Every time I've been working on it, within the last 2 months, something's happened. And I'm a little worried to even finish it. And
yeah, so let's get close up on this very quick. So this was basically the painting. As you can see, we were kind of freaking out when we saw like the whole John Wayne Gacy thing.
When they mentioned John Wayne Gacy, you can even tell it looks almost exactly like him. I had no idea. Well, I had not planned on using him as inspiration for it. He did not mean to be the inspiration. It just came to my mind.
It was sort of just something that
like
happened.
there was an original design for it, and I went the other way with it. And it's just creepy how they look almost exactly alike. And I'm just a little afraid to finish it. Like, if I'm worried what will happen if I finish it or if I keep working on it. Some people are saying I should keep working on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep working on it and give you an update in the future?
Yeah, if you do want to see more updates on the painting itself or anything like that,
please dislike this video.
let's make sure to share this out as much as possible, and if we get at least 30 likes, then we'll see what happens. If we get at least 30 likes, and I've never gotten 30 likes before.
I'm unsubbing.
Alright, I've never gotten 30 likes before, but if we get at least 30 likes, then we'll see what happens. Thinking about it. Yep.
Thinking about it. We'll see what you guys think.
Okay. But anyway, that's been it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to actually share it out to as many people as you can possibly think of. Spread the love on the J-Love family. And anyway, I love you guys. Please make sure to have an incredible day. And goodbye.
Did it just blink?